roaming the empty streets of Marjah. The U.S. Marines from Unit 16's Alpha Company are keeping a watchful eye over the city from the Loya Ture Bazaar. Some of them believe the Taliban are just hiding, waiting for the opportunity to launch attacks. But the Marines say that for the Taliban, time is running out.
Once the people are on our side, they no longer have a place to hide. The kinetic fighting will be done, and it'll just be us with the local nationals and all the Afghans trying to join together to make a team.
Right now, very few locals are coming out to join that team. Some fled Marjah before the offensive. Others are staying indoors.
The city of Marjah still looks like a ghost town on day 4 of Operation Mushtarak. The civilians are still encouraged to stay inside their home, and so far it's been a fairly quiet day when it comes to fighting compared to the last few days, but it is suspected that the Taliban are biding their time assessing the movement of the Marines, and it is expected that they will launch some sort of attack hoping to disable the progress of the U.S. troops.
A morning lull ended with more sporadic and intense fighting. At one point, a 15-minute engagement with incoming fire from several parts of the city. The commanding general says the job's not done yet.
We're moving in the right direction. I mean, like I say, there's a lot of heavy lifting to do, and there's a lot of surprises ahead that we're not even anticipating, I'm sure. So there's nobody dancing in the end zone right now, I can tell you that. But I like where we're at.
And so do some Afghans. The Taliban never helped us, Abdul Mukim says. They won't and they can't help us. Instead, they take from us. Abdul Makim's property was damaged by the initial military push. He has been promised compensation, and he's glad the Americans are here. He remembers USAID building the canals in Marjah 40 years ago that turned this area into rich agricultural land. I'm glad the Americans came back, he says. They built these places in Helmand, but then they left us. They left us when we were being demolished by the Soviets. Today, Abdul Makim prays that the battle for Marjah will bring a great change in his life and a better future for Afghanistan. This time, he says, he wants America to stay. But first, the U.S. Marines have to drive away others who don't want America to stay and have not yet given up the fight in Marjah. Atiya Abawi, CNN, Marjah, Afghanistan.